Good morning. Are you hiding in your work? Are you stuck in a place where you are unpassionate about what you're doing in life? Are you stuck in an area where you're not living your passion? Good questions, right? Especially at the beginning of the year, especially when we're all working on finding what we love in life and what we're trying to make New Year's resolutions and moving forward with things. Good morning, Tiffany. Welcome to Public House Media. Welcome to Choose to Rise. My name is Kim Meyer. I am here with you this morning, and we're going to talk to you this morning about 5 ways to find your passion, figuring out what you love in life, and then going forward and living with it. So there's a statistic out there that says 75% of the United States population, according to Reuters, is hiding some part of their life in their work. They are not fulfilled by what they're doing in their day job. They are not loving what they do and going to work and hiding who they really are. They're living out somebody else's dream. They're living out the career path that they thought they wanted to do, but yet they're not really doing the justice to their life. They're just going to work and going through the motions. This morning I'm going to talk to you about finding your passions, about living out that life, and then, figuring out what you're good at, what other people think you're good at, and then going forth and doing that. But I also want to warn you that interest doesn't necessarily mean success in something. So you have to really know that it's a part of you, that it's who you're meant to be, and then going forth and doing it. So 5 things that you can do this morning to figure out your passion, figure out what you love, and then go forward and live with life that way. Number 1 is pay attention to each moment of your life. Living in autopilot is an easy way to feel like you're missing out on something. Like the last 10 years of your life may be lost or unfocused or not feeling like you've been someplace because you've just been going through the motions of life. You graduated from college in a major that you think you love, you started a job, and you just go and do it every single day. You've been there. We all begin paying the attention to what we really enjoy in life, what we really love, and then we take time. What we need to really do is then take time to really notice what those things are and then start practicing some of those things to be fully present in our life. So what is it that you love? What is it that you're good at? What is it that you enjoy doing? And then go forth and try to do more of those things. Get more joy in your life. The second thing you can do is pay attention to how you feel when you're in those moments. In order to really find your passion and discover what you truly love, you have to let yourself feel things. You have to let yourself know what feels good and what feels bad. You have to know what is going to really fill your cup. If you're doing things on a regular basis that are just to earn a paycheck, to be a part of something that you thought was going to be amazing, don't do that anymore. Find something else. Do something that fills your cup. We spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week doing in life. More of our time in our life is spent working than it is doing anything else in our world. So what is it that you can do that is going to help you feel passionate, help use the skills and the abilities that God gave you, and go forward and make a huge impact on this world? If you're just going through the motions and not feeling fulfilled, why do it? It's not fun. So enjoy the excitement, enjoy the joy, be a part of it, appreciate what your life is about. The third thing that you can do is put yourself first. That's not a selfish thing to do. That's not something that is going to break the bank if you are always doing for others. I completely love a servant heart. I live with a servant heart. I always want to do good for others. But I have to also think and remember that my cup needs to be filled before I can pour into others. Stop thinking about other people all the time. Seriously, this will screw your ability to find your own passion if you're always searching for somebody else to get their own. Keywords are your passion. It's not about anyone else. It's not about what anyone else thinks. It's not what anyone else thinks you should do. We live in a crab mindset type of world. If you've ever looked at a bucket of crabs, which I live in Iowa, so I can honestly say I haven't seen this very often. However, if you look at a bucket of crabs, one of them tries to climb out, and what do the rest of them do? They start pulling them back down. And you can see this in regular life too. I know lots of friends or family members recently who have decided, I'm not really excited about my job. I want to go do this, and people instantly say, "Oh, you can't do that. That's a job. You need to have a job. You need to have this. You need to do this. You need to do that." And then they're not fulfilled in it. They're just not loving life, and they're not going to be a happy person, and then the rest of their life is going to get impacted. And so you have to be able to weigh the pros and cons. Yes, you need to have an income in your life, but you also need to be able to get active and go forward in the things that you love doing. So maybe it's a gradual shift. Maybe it's something that you start doing, a hobby that you start increasing, and then you start being, that's someplace you're able to go. Maybe it's continuing a job search for something that you really enjoy while you're already doing something that you're doing. It's all up to you and how you put yourself first. Get some self-care in, get some personal development in, go find doing the things that you love, taking time for yourself during the week to really fill your cup so that you can go fill the cup of others around you. Take pride in who you are. The fourth thing that you can do is take pride in your unique skills and accomplishments. Take time to date yourself. Doesn't that sound a little funny? But get to know who you really are. Apart from reaching the goals that you've set for yourself and executing an action plan, get to know yourself as if you were falling in love with yourself again. Get to know yourself in a way that you understand what makes you tick. Get familiar with yourself and get accomplished in an area of what your unique skills are. God has made us all unique individuals. God has put us all here on this earth for a specific purpose, and we oftentimes get stuck in a rut of what other people think we should do, what other people think is our destiny, what other people want us to do, and we try to live up to that person's standards. Maybe it's a parent, maybe it's a spouse, maybe it's a best friend, maybe it's something that, society or a teacher has put in your head that says, you're good at this, you should go do that. But maybe you don't have passion for that in your heart. Maybe that's not something, maybe there's other good things that you're good at in your life. And so you can go forward and do that instead. I think my husband's a good example of this. He, when he first graduated high school, he wanted to be a teacher, but then his friends kind of convinced him, hey, go do this instead. So he went to he went to Hawkeye, got a 2-year degree in machine shop. I don't even know what it's exactly called, tool and die something, which is a good career by no means. It's a good thing to do. Everyone needs to be put together to make the world work. It just wasn't in his heart. And so when he got done with it, he went to a factory and was working in a factory, and he just felt stuck. And he was like, this isn't what I want to do for the rest of my life. And he went back and he got his education, and he went back to be a teacher. And now he's doing what he loves. He loves working with kids. He loves teaching. He loves molding young minds. And that's where his passion lies. And I love that about him. He's living every day in his best life. He's living every day. He's taking pride in his unique skills to help and support kids. That's amazing. The fifth thing you can do is write it all down and reflect on it. Reflection is the number one thing that you can do in your life to make an impact on where you want to go. Looking back is the only time you should look back is to look at what has happened so you can make changes to make a better future. And so if you're staying stuck in the past, if you're staying stuck in when my life was good, then that's not necessarily a healthy thing. But if you're reflecting on it and saying, this is when my life was good and I want to do more of that in my future, that's a good thing. Reflection is one of the number one things that can help you be a better teacher, a better mom, a better wife, a better whatever job that you have, a better coach like me. Reflection is a powerful thing. But keeping track of where we were at so you can move forward in the future is one of the most powerful things you can do. I journal almost every single morning. I have my journal for the 2018 is scripture at the top and then journaling at the bottom of my page. And if it's really something that I can really reflect on the verse that's there. I can reflect on what's going on in my life. I can pray about it. I can research. I can go back to God and say, this is where I'm thinking. Where are you taking me? Where do you want me to go? So writing it all down, reflecting on it is the tip number 5. If we're not writing things down or keeping track of our experiences in our life lessons, we're probably going to forget a lot of things that happen in our life. And even if we don't forget something completely, we might not remember it exactly as we should have had reflecting on it. So a journal, keeping track of the thoughts and actions, moving forward with, a lot of people put things on their social media. Some people write things in a book. Some people have a fancy journal. Some people type it out. Some people blog. Whatever it is that you do, write it down and reflect on it later. I love writing myself a letter at the end of the year or at the very beginning of the year of what I want to accomplish in life. And then it's really fun to go back and read that letter from the previous year and see what it is that you really accomplished. When you have a goal, writing it down and setting forward, putting those words down on paper, it just has a powerful impact on the universe about it. And when you put it down on paper and you put it out there, or you share it with a friend, it's a great way to get your thoughts in your mind's eye focused on what it is that you really want to achieve. You've really put some thought into it. You've really put it down on paper and made it more of a reality when you do so. So I highly encourage you today to do something that you are and not just something that you love, but move forward in a passion area that is going to help you be and live your best life. So when you really want to figure out what you love in life, if you really want to do something that is going to really help you move forward in a positive way and live life to your absolute best, pay attention to each moment of your life and how you feel about it. Put yourself first out there. Give yourself a chance to be you, and then share it with other people. And then the last couple things is take pride in who you are. Don't put a shadow on your life because someone else doesn't think that you're not worthy of it. You are the only one that matters in this situation. You and God. He created you to be a specific thing, and if somebody else doesn't like that, that's their own problem. You be you, and you go out and be the most amazing you that you can be. Write down, reflect what you want to be in your life. And don't be like the 3/4 of the rest of the population that is hiding some part of their identity in their work. Be a part of the 1/4, the 25% of people out there. Let's grow that percentage of people that are going out and living their best life because they're living the life that they want to live versus the life that somebody else thinks they should be living. All right, this is a Workout Wednesday. It is an amazing day. I hope you come back to Public House Media tomorrow, today, the rest of the day tomorrow, to check out all the other amazing shows that are here. If you are listening on the podcast, thank you for subscribing. Tell a friend about it. One thing I'd love for you to do today is to send this podcast to somebody else, to tag somebody, share this on your page maybe, get other people to come to Public House Media to check out all of the amazing shows that are here, not specifically just mine, but I will be here again on Friday on Public House Media. Tomorrow I'll be on my own page, Choose to Rise, talking to you about something amazing there as well. And I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. It is January 3rd, back to work day for most people in my area. Maybe you're already back to work, but I hope you have a great day and that you live life to your very best today and choose to rise to be who you want to be and who God's made you to be versus what somebody else thinks is amazing. All right, have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.